To work with the filter designer, you need to install the TwinCAT measurement package. Then you can add a new project in your solution and select TwinCAT filter designer project. Just give it a name, and after that you will find in your solution a new filter designer project, including a filter set. This filter set is predefined. You see that low pass filter, and in the properties on the right side you see the IRR filter low pass type and Butterworth characteristic with a cutoff frequency of 250 Hertz. You can now, so it's a second order and calculated to 10 kilosamples. The minus 3 dB cutoff frequency can also be switched to another value, for example 80 Hertz. And now you see the shift of the transfer function to 80 Hertz at minus 3 dB. The TwinCAT filter designer has some more tools to investigate the filter behavior, and this impulse and step response plots. So the time, so the reaction of the filter in terms of step response and impulse response. You can also investigate the phase and group delays in milliseconds. So it's also plot time delay versus frequency. With the pole zero plot, you can also do some stability analysis of your filter and see the poles and zeros in the on the real and imaginary axis. You can use it directly for example, ELMs. We now check if our ELM3504, the 4-channel strain gauge measurement terminal, is ready to get a filter. And for that, we select channel 3. Channel 3 is currently unused and should have zeros in the filter coefficients, as you see here. So there is no user-defined filter active or configured, and we now want to use our filter set in this strain gauge terminal to apply a low-pass filtering 80 Hertz. Just give it a name and can now transfer the filter using transfer filter set, and you will get a I/O tree with all the in your targets with all the ELM terminals that are capable of getting user-defined filters. And we now select filter bank 1 and just use it on channel 3. Transfer button, just click once and the properties or the filter coefficients are transferred to the terminal, and we are now checking if the terminal has received everything correctly, and we see filter coefficients there present, and also the settings enabled to use the user-defined filters. Now let's work. So the filter is now working and the terminal is filtering its 80 Hertz low-pass filter.